Hey, it's the Midnight Raven, and it is that time of the year where everyone wants to be fit and healthy, and everybody wants to go to the gym, and everybody wants to eat healthy. So, I went to Waitrose and I picked up their January recipe cards. Now, I'm not really a foodie person, I like my Italian, and that's kind of it, but I picked these up and have done a few years. They do them once a month. There's usually between like 8 and 10 cards. I'm not sure how many there are this month. I think there's 10. They tell you how to cook it, what to get up. They even tell you about leftovers. So I thought we'd just run through them. And I thought about picking these up every month throughout the year so we can go through them and you can see just what you should be eating. So, without any further ado, if you're new to the channel, I am the Midnight Raven. Give it a thumbs up and let's take a look at the first item. So, this is easy pasta. So, this is roasted tomato and chickpea penne pasta. Looks kind of nice. Not really a fan of chickpeas, but each to their own. On the back, you get all the ingredients, you get how to cook it. You even get what to do with the leftovers, which I do find sometimes to be quite difficult to know what to do with leftovers. I don't tend to cook that amount of pasta in bulk. If I'm going to cook it, I'm eating it. So it will tell you how long to cook it, the ingredients, the leftovers, tell you it's a source of protein and fiber, and basically give you everything. This meal takes 10 minutes to prepare and 25 minutes to cook, so around 35 minutes, which anything over like half hour for me, and I just get bored, but it doesn't look too bad. Okay, next on the menu, we've got a vegan item. I'm not vegan, but this is the roasted beetroot and tofu tart. Now, I haven't had a tart before. I've had what I call a flan, which is like close to a tart, I guess. But this is roast beetroot and tofu tart, 20 minutes plus cooling time and 45 minutes to cook. You're talking nearly an hour to cook this. I'd be bored. I'd be bored by then. But this has got tofu with a puff pastry. It's the puff pastry that takes the time. It's 45 minutes with puff pastry because it's got a rise, hasn't it, and stuff. It then shows you to prep. Prepping is 20 minutes. That's a long time to prep. See, I would just like lose the interest. I can't stand like cooking for an hour. I just get bored. Anybody else? Okay, next we've got another tofu item. Tofu must be in season. This is a 9 plant varieties tofu and garlicky greens. Delicate tofu packed with goodness and greens, delicious in 20 minutes. So you want some bay leaf, you want some tender stem broccoli, some cloves, some garlic. Not my kind of meal. It's too finicky. Finicky. It's got so many little bits of like a little bit of salt, a little bit of this, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. It just sounds exhausting to like just do one tiny bit of each and then to just have a cupboard of like half stuff you never use. And I don't eat stuff like this. I'm never eaten tofu, but it sounds terrible. And then it tells you what to do with the leftovers again. Okay. Next, we have sticky duck noodles. And this is shortcut meals. So, sticky duck noodles. Doesn't sound too bad. I've never had duck before. I've been told the duck is really nice. I'm not a big fan of noodles. The only noodles I've ever had is a pot noodle. This takes 50 minutes, 10 prep, and 40 to cook. But you use Blue Dragon medium egg noodles, so that they actually want you to buy stuff from Tesco's, from Waitrose to make the meals. They do give you suggestions on what to use. So this is 6 ingredients required to make a meal. That's not so bad. I can deal with 6 ingredients. Mostly it's just the duck, some noodles, some green stuff, and then some of the optional extras. That I can kind of get behind. Okay, venison meatballs with swede mash. That doesn't sound too bad. Again, I've never had venison before, and I've never had swede mash. But this is 45 minutes, or nearly 50 minutes with the prep time. So these are venison meatballs with swede mash. This is a ready-made meatball and in-season swede for a hearty January night. Obviously, this was for January. So I'm not averse to meatballs. I do like meatballs. Venison meatballs, I've never had. Swede mash, I've never had, but you could just have normal mash. You could just have normal cheese mash. You wouldn't necessarily have to change the mash if you didn't want to. Okay, this is a 5 plant based meal, and this is winter salad and watercress pesto. So basically it's a salad with a pesto kind of drizzle, I'm going to guess. Fabulously jam-packed with nutrients. 40 minutes. Jesus, for a salad? Why does it take 40 minutes to prepare a salad? Like, can you just dunk it out of a bag? And then it shows you what to do with the leftovers. So this is low in fat, high in fiber. I guess it's to do like prepping the carrots, peeling them, and doing it all fresh takes time. And then you make a watercress pesto, which is basically like a drizzling that you like mix in with the salad. Again, not a fan of salad, boys and girls. Not a fan of salad. Next, salmon with creamy spinach and beans. I have never had salmon. I am not a fish fan. I cannot take the texture or the smell. The only fish I have ever eaten was fish fingers when I was younger. So this is another 5 plant varieties. We are pushing the plants. I will obviously get the cards for February. It is only the 3rd of February as I am filming this. I got these late because I was ill most of January. So this is salmon with creamy spinach beans. So it's basically salmon on a bed of creamy spinach with some beans thrown in to give it a bit of substance. If not, it would be a bit nah. So it's just things like water spinach, a bit of garlic, a bit of herbs, and then you've got the fish, which is the main attraction, and then the beans and stuff are just to give it a little bit of substance. High in omega-3 and high in protein. You can pick your fish. It does say you could have cod, fillets. You could swap the fish out and put it with the beans and that still just swap the fish. Not everybody likes salmon, apparently. Okay, another 5 plant menu. They were going for like healthy eating for January. Usually we get lots of desserts, breakfasts. This month they've just gone for like healthy eating. Next, we've got Chipotle chicken burritos. 5 plant variety. I think that says Chipotle. Someone will tell me. Chipotle chicken burritos. Ready in about an hour. So these Mexican-inspired wraps go deliciously well in an air fryer, but you can also do it in a pan. So basically you make the innards and then you wrap it in a burrito. So you can use chicken, you can use whatever meat you want. If you don't want a chicken burrito, you could use a beef and do a beef burrito. You can mix out the meat, obviously. And then you get your cheese, you get your herbs, spices if you want to season your chicken, sour cream. So basically, everything you'd get in a normal wrap, but you can obviously swap your meat out, put duck in it, shredded duck, beef, whatever you want. Yeah. And then we've got one more to finish up. We actually do have a dessert, or technically breakfast. This is an 8 plant variety, and this is yogurt berry bowl. So you could have this for breakfast or dessert. So this is made in half an hour, Jesus. So this is brimming with probiotics, using pecans and berries, brown sugar, yogurt, and then you can put plain flour, porridge oats, light brown sugar, golden cinnamon, golden syrup, and unsalted butter. So you basically can put as little or as much into it, like as you want. Short on time, you could make this the night before, apparently. I don't know how I'd feel about making that the night before. I'm really lazy. I don't mind yogurt, if I'm really honest. I'm more like a berry yogurt, strawberry, raspberry. No nuts in my yogurts. I'm allergic to nuts. Not a fan of brown sugar. Ground cinnamon. I like cinnamon grahams, but they're not in berry form. But yeah. So that was everything we got this month. Am I impressed? Not really. It's all too much green, healthy eating. So we've got the yogurt with berries. We've got the chipotle chicken burritos. We've got salmon with creamy spinach and beans. I have kept all of these over like the last year, and I want to get them each month. So we've got winter salad and watercress pesto. Venison meatballs with the mash is probably my favorite. Sticky duck noodles. I should really try duck, and then I'd be able to comment on that one. Tofu and garlicky greens, just not doing it for me. Roast beetroot and tofu tart. I like beetroot. I'm not so sure about tofu. And roasted tomato and chickpea penne. I would have the penne just without the chickpeas and the tomatoes. It would just be penne. Yeah. But that's for January. These are the Waitrose January recipe cards. Let me know if you collect these as well and you live in the UK. I'm going to try and collect them every single month like I did last year and try and bring you a video. I also did pick up the Waitrose magazine, which also has recipes in. That's coming up soon as well. And I'm going to show you all the recipes that were in the magazine. If you want to like and subscribe and give us a big thumbs up, let me know down below. Do you pick up recipe cards and the recipe books from your local supermarkets? Let me know. Do you use them? I think these are cool to have around just in case you do feel inclined to cook. Generally, I live for my air fryer. Things are so easy to cook now with an air fryer. Whoever invented the air fryer, God bless you. But if you want to like and subscribe and give us a big thumbs up and support the channel, that would be amazing. A PayPal, Super Chat, or Super Thanks. Subscribe to my second channel, Thrifting with Raven. I hope you kept to your New Year's resolution of eating really well, because I didn't even start one. And I'm going to continue to just eat whatever I want, when I want. And I will see you very soon for another video. Take care and thanks for watching. Love you all. Bye, guys.